If you caught the last episode, that was a callback
That's definitely what that was.
about bears.
Bears named Sal. Hello, jalapeno bears.
Little chili bear. Little bear chili.
Yep. Chili bear and bear chili are two totally
That's how I'm
different
going to start scaring like
I didn't know that people eat mountain lions. Like, that's a big
Apparently,
thing.
yeah.
That's
I
a
didn't know
big,
that.
yeah, that's a big deal.
Apparently, like their backstrap or something is supposed to be.
Supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
Really good. That's what I've heard. I don't see how that's.
Eating cat.
Yeah, it's,
Eating cat.
I mean,
Super predatory. Eating cat. Eating pussy.
I can't believe that's not where you went immediately. Like, I was holding my breath.
I saw you.
Just waiting for you
saw
to go
you.
there. I can't believe you didn't go there first.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm a little disappointed in you. You're slipping.
I was stuck on the bears.
That's what happens.
Shit.
That's what
Did
they
it
say.
again.
That's what they say. Once you go bear, you never go back.
I had a buddy of mine that he lived out in Montana. He moved out there. This is years after I was there, but he had hounds, and he got into hunting mountain lions.
Please don't tell me he shot one of them because it went.
No. They would tree these mountain lions, and a lot of times they did it as like these like farmers, ranchers would hire them. Like if they had a mountain lion that was like
just kept picking off their
calves.
livestock.
They would hire these guys to come out, and a lot of times he said they could just chase it like for miles and get it far enough off the ranch. Mm-hmm. But he said, they would also have guys, they would take people out like almost like an outfitter type deal. Take Joe Blow out there and they kill a mountain lion. They tree it, they get to shoot it, it falls out of the tree. And that's when I found out. He said they cut the back straps out of these things and make steaks. And I was like, ooh. And he's like, no, man. He said, it's delicious.
Yeah, apparently it's surprisingly.
See, I wouldn't think something that is like a meat eater
Right.
would be good.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I would try it.
I would just figure as active as it is, it would be kind of like a wild,
Really lean.
wild boar or something like that. Yeah, it'd just be super tough.
See,
but I don't know that they eat anything other than the backstrap.
But those guys over in Africa, like I got a buddy of mine that goes over to all those big safari hunts, and he said, dude, those villagers, they eat everything. Elephant,
I'm sure.
rhinos, wildebeest, it don't matter.
Nice.
I wonder what a rhino steak tastes like.
Little elephant rump roast. That'd be all right.
Man, you'd have to have a big grill.
That shit would sit on this whole table. One rump, 1/4.
Feed a whole village.
Yeah,
Literally. Mm-hmm. What if you could eat monkey?
Yeah, it's called bushmeat.
Okay.
Yeah, they call it bushmeat. It's like
I thought bush meat was something else.
that's just bush.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they call it bushmeat because it's like they don't want to have to eat it, but it's the only thing around.
I mean,
Did y'all get it? It meant like, did you get it?
It's probably not.
Mark, did you get it?
it's probably not bad.
No. I mean, I'm sure it does the job. I mean, I guess. That was funnier to me, I guess.
I don't know that
Y'all got it.
I don't think I'd want to eat monkey.
Have you never ate a little monkey?
I mean, I've eaten a little monkey.
Was it dirty? Did you wash it first?
No. Well, you can't wash it.
You can't wash it?
No, man. Just got to jump on it.
You didn't clean it?
No.
Quarter it?
I thought we were getting weird for a second.
We were. But you're both on your phones, so it's hard. Not like that kind of hard.
I was actually getting our YouTube up so I can follow the comments.
Look, the facts are the facts, okay?
Yeah. Well,
African bushmeat.
yeah.
I think it was in my porn history one time. Zinger.
Is that like those little never mind.
Why is that so low?
I turned it down because I didn't want, when I was trying to make it weird, I didn't want this to be super loud.
Oh, 'cause that one does get loud.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oof.
See, that one's just normal. Then there's your favorite. This one makes Kyle this like he needs to have
like
this
church.
as his alarm,
It is like church.
as his like
I
alarm
do
every
need that.
morning.
I should just wake up
to that.
Damn it, I'm doing that.
Like every day.
What's
would
the
be-
name of that?
I don't know. It's just Heavenly Choir, I think is what it's called.
Find me a Heavenly Choir wake up call.
Yeah, it's absolutely what you need.
I'm gonna keep my phone
I'm sure there's a
connected
sound.
to my speaker that's in my bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, you, Cal.
There's that one. That's Stephanie's. Like,
Stephanie's when I wake
alarm.
her up with all my music.
You, Cal.
Yeah, when you wake her up with your Heavenly Choir music, you wake the whole house up with it. you
I
know?
actually do wake up the whole house with my music. I don't do it every day now,
yeah.
but yeah. And like I didn't realize how loud it actually is because I've got it's like a 12.
Okay.
And it's literally like a 12 and
Yeah.
it's like the little speakers we have here. It's the giant version of
yeah.
that.
Why do we have the little one here and the giant one at your house?
I don't know, man. Whatever. Because that one's mine, okay?
That's
the gym don't
wild.
get that one, all right?
Okay.
Y'all want a big ass
Okay.
speaker here? Somebody bring a big ass speaker.
Okay.
We are happy to accept all donations of big ass speakers. My big ass speaker's staying at the house. I already donated my whole ass fucking kitchen table. I ain't lived that one down yet. I ain't had a kitchen table in a year and a half. All thanks to the White Belt Quartet.
Oh, that's in the corner? That's yours? That's
Used to be.
Yeah.
Family used to get together. My whole family's been falling apart ever since then, bro.
Your whole family wouldn't fit around that table. Okay, so I'm throwing a flag on the play.
That's true. It's like two people can sit
Yeah,
at
it's like, me and you could sit down and have coffee.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
That's about it.
Me and Dominic would sit there sometimes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And that's cool.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly it just got piled up with a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
That's
We got to get some more coffee. Speaking of,
yeah,
do
do that.
more coffee.
Yeah, we're down to the Bustelo.
Cafe
Coffee grounds.
Bustelo.
Yeah.
I like it.
I got some mushroom coffee over there you can try. It's good for your
just-
gut, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah, it's dirt. It's like
It's
dirt.
not dirt.
It just tastes like dirt. It's just dirty.
It's not
It
all
tastes
dirt.
like
It's just dirty.
It's just dirty.
Dirt coffee.
Dirt coffee. Yeah,
That's where we start
dirt
pushing.
water.
Yeah,
Dirt
just
water.
dirt.
Just dirt.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, if you think there's probiotics and stuff in that mushroom coffee,
Bro, I got dirt coffee.
I got dirt.
Well, they already did that. Kind of did that with like that mud water.
Yeah, I do remember the mud water.
Remember the mud
That
water
actually
thing?
they make it look delicious.
I don't know what it is. What if it's good or if it's bad or what? But
That's basically what I turn into all my cappuccinos into.
yeah,
I have to tell them like I want it like mud.
Yeah, just muddy.
Yeah, muddy. Yeah, like light brown mud. Thick ass caffeine.
hey, I went to that new coffee shop in Carrollton, that
Which one?
Dream City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how was it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Could you hear all the echoes of the former gay club?
No.
No. They're just like whispering YMCA.
What was it called?
Alley Cat.
Alley Cat.
it was a
the
gay club?
Yeah,
That's just where some of the gays would go.
it was.
It's where they felt
gay
safe.
friendly.
It's gay friendly. It was fun to walk in there when you're drunk. It's fun when you got a good buzz
It
going.
kind of
maybe
has like a
take your shirt off.
It's kind of like it has a little bit of like a Hickstown vibe because they're
the one in Villa.
doing their own brew and stuff.
Yeah, I could see that.
They hadn't started all that yet.
It looked
though.
like a mini local ties from the outside.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but I know it's like the third coffee shop on the square, which is kind of crazy
Yeah.
because you've got
Gallery Row.
Gallery Row, Buzzards, and then now this one.
Yeah.
It's a lot of coffee shops.
Yeah, but I think they were trying to do a workaround on that so they could serve beer.
They're trying to count the coffee and stuff as their 50%.
I don't think you have to if you just do like a beer and wine deal.
Maybe not. Yeah.
I don't think you have to do the food. You don't have to adhere to that.
For liquor, that's only for liquor, right?
If you're going
50%.
to do spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have you got to serve a certain amount of food.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a old couple friends of ours recently, and I'm always trying to rope Stephanie into doing a bar. She just won't have it.
Yeah.
She won't. She's happy just making kids happy.
So I have a
Never mind needing to be able to buy a house one day or whatever.
Yeah, forget
That's up
forget
to me. I'll figure it out.
longevity. Yeah, provide
At a
man.
gym, baby.
Provide male. Provide.
Yeah. Keep mushing up the mountain, boy. Psh.
I saw.
She hates it when I do that.
Do you know the Key and Peele skits?
Oh, yeah, I love
Have you
them.
seen? Yeah, me too.
You seen the hula hoop one?
No. Have you seen the pimp one? Or not the
Yes.
pimp one, the one that where they make it's like I swear they're making fun of Andre 3000. The guy's got the little top hat with the mouse that comes out of it, and he's got the flute. Oh, it's great. No, it's not a flute. It's a
Telescope?
It's a telescope, like a monocle. But anyway, they did one where they crashed a Civil War reenactment as slaves.
Oh,
and
that's
they come
funny.
up and what you want us to do, master? And it was the Confederate general that was giving this speech before this big battle, and they come dressed as slaves. 2 black guys come dressed as slaves, just wandering up and just played it so stereotypical. And he's like he broke character immediately. He's like, God, we're just reenacting here. Yeah, we are too, master. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I guess those Civil War reenactments don't really cover the slave part, huh?
No, they kind of bypass that and just go
They
straight
leave
to
that
the
one out.
shooting. Straight to the boom booms.
Because, yeah, the slaves fought in the Civil War.
Oh, yeah, the slaves were a
So
big
that they
part
could
of the
get
Civil War.
with the Union, right? If they fought for the Union, they'd have their freedom. Mm-hmm. I don't think, they don't ever cover that. Seems like an opportunity missed, guys. Do they really even do
Civil
those
War
anymore?
wasn't really even about slavery.
No?
That's what everybody in the South says.
Seems a lot like so. There was a lot of slavery going on.
States' rights. That's
There's
what
a lot of it going on, though. It wasn't about slavery at all.
No, I didn't say it wasn't, but it was.
Well, that's why I asked the
it was
question.
about a lot more than that. And history books want you to believe that it was all about
Okay,
slavery.
what was more important?
It was primarily if you go back, it was primarily about states' rights. It really
Do you think
was.
those held...
But slavery was definitely a big part of it.
Right. Do you think those like held precedent over the slavery part? The states' rights?
I think at the time,
For who? The slaves?
I don't think from what
Do you think the slaves like were worried about states' rights at the time?
I think
because of their freedom?
I think history's portrayal of what slavery was to a lot of people is a lot different through your lens and history books lenses than it was
Oh,
then.
I failed out of high school. I don't have a lens for history.
I'm saying that but at the time
I get what you're saying, though.
at the time a lot of these people that were enslaved, I don't think they had the staunch view that people today do. In other words, at the time, I think they may have known it was wrong, but it wasn't like they didn't think it was. It's not like it's not viewed like it is today. At the time, but they didn't know any different. I mean, it was.
Well, all right. So we definitely
I'm not
can
saying
say
they didn't know
we
it was
could definitely
wrong.
say that in the world, slavery is not a new concept, and it wasn't a new
no,
concept
it didn't
in the
start.
states.
It didn't start in Alabama.
That's true. That's true. What's also true is that slavery is just slavery, and it's just wrong no matter how you cut it.
I don't disagree with that.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that such a stretch? I mean, why would you even
No.
think that I would think that? I mean,
Oh, that wasn't the debate whether you thought that or not.
wasn't the debate at all.
You said states' rights, and I
it
asked
was
if
a lot about states'
And
rights.
I asked if states' rights took precedent over
I think that a lot of
slavery
people
at
that
the
say
time.
that it was all about slavery have obviously not done a lot of their own research.
Agreed, but which do you think took precedent over it?
I don't know. That I don't know.
Well, I don't either. I wasn't there, but I can take a fucking educated guess. In my opinion, the states' rights, like, what do you think were more important to the slaves? And if you say it's because they got like books to read and they actually worked some of the land and got some of the land later, then you're really just saying that they kind of they were just ignorant to the fact because you controlled a population of people.
Yeah.
Now you can argue definitely like how did those people get there? And most, some of the biggest, most successful slavers were black people.
Sure.
So there's that too.
I don't know, man. I don't know enough about all that to discuss it. And it was.
Well, you said states' rights.
I didn't bring it up. Y'all did.
I didn't. Mark did, and then he cut it loose between the two of us. You didn't see all that? I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it, but I mean,
I was just
I don't know that there's a right or wrong answer. I
was just talking about a skit.
No. I wasn't. Yeah,
I
you
love
were-
Key and Peele,
you
man.
brought it- I wasn't saying right or wrong. I was just asking the question.
Have you seen the one where they do the auction block, where they're like the slaves getting bought at the auction?
Yes, I have.
Between Key and Peele, have you seen that one?
I don't know that I've seen the slave ones with them. I remember all the Dave Chappelle stuff.
Man, you could watch hours of Key and Peele. They
for sure.
are.
They have so much
God,
material.
they're funny, man.
Yeah.
They're
Have you?
so
You haven't
funny.
seen the hula hoop one?
I haven't.
Where it looks like they're both tag teaming a bitch. And they're both sweating. He's like, "Stay with me, bro. Stay with me." And he's like, "Eye contact, eye contact." And then it slowly starts fading away from them.
Yeah.
And then it starts getting to where you can get like a wide shot, and they're both just doing hula
Oh
hoops.
God.
But they're like
funny.
hula hooping.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
They're sweating, jerry curls and whatnot. It's funny. Awesome. It's very funny.
No, that is.
So,
Go ahead.
Jews in concentration camps and whatnot. No, I'm just kidding. I was just trying to figure out something else terrible to talk about. Do you really believe there's that many, you know? Is the Holocaust really that bad? Mark, back to you, buddy. No, I'm just
Thank
kidding.
you.
It was
Thank
horrible.
you.
It was horrible. It was
Thank you. Thank you for slinging it right back over here.
Oh, me. This is.
I have a great idea, but I'm not bringing it up now because if I bring it up now, then I don't want it any way connected to the conversation we've been having.
Well, you can't not bring it up now.
I can definitely not bring it up now
Well, you should just bypass it. Why you didn't? You
because
can't
I
do
need
that.
to. I just did.
You can't honey dick
I
us
did.
like that.
I
What
just
was
did.
it?
I did. So did you see?
find it in the
Let's talk
notes.
about
I'm
David
gonna find it in the
Oblas.
notes.
It's not. It's
I'm
not
finding
in the
the
notes.
notes.
It's not in the
It's in the
notes.
notes.
It's not in the notes. Did you see David Oblas? What they did?
Oh, we didn't talk about him on the last one.
No, we didn't. We're going to talk about him right now.
Speaking of Jews,
David Oblas.
yes,
Yeah.
David and the NFC. Thank you for our $144
Yeah, thank you.
check.
Appreciate
from
it.
the quartet.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh wait, I do have a funny. Before you go to, I had a funny exchange with Oblas.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Oblas is hilarious, dude. If
Yeah.
y'all don't know, he. I didn't see his text. Like my phone. I did this. I jumped on Tanner and them's podcast, and before I missed one of them because my messenger app keeps doing this. It keeps not letting me know, and yeah, I answered like 3 days later. Sorry, no, 3 days later he messaged me again.
Yeah.
And then I answered him. But he said, "Hey, I've got a check for your team on the ticket sales commission. Who should I make it out to?" And then like I said, he just resent it. I said, "Damn, I'm sorry, I didn't see that." And he said, "This is the record for the most times a Jew has ever asked how to send a check." That killed me. Yeah.
Oblas is hilarious.
Yeah, he is. So what did he do?
He had asked a few weeks ago about what people wanted to pay for a kickboxing tournament. Did
Oh,
you
I did see that. Yeah.
Where he was like doing a little poll, just for everybody,
For
kids,
entry?
teens, for entry,
Or for like spectator.
entry into a kickboxing tournament. And
I saw all that shit going down out here, all that money to be made, boy.
okay, he's making it. He just announced that NFC Saturday, September 13th, NFC Southeast Kickboxing Championship. $25 to enter.
Damn.
Right now. It will be the biggest kickboxing tournament ever held in Georgia and the least expensive to compete. This is a full-on kickboxing tournament, not a sparring tournament or a no knockdown tournament.
So it's not a smoker. This
Not a
is all
smoker.
the shit I said. Just get with the athletic commission and just do ISKA and do it right.
So this is a perfect opportunity for fighters across Southeast to compete in their first ever kickboxing match and a great way for those with a few fights to gain more experience. Fully sanctioned by the ISKA with insurance for fighters, doctors, ambulance, etc. Open to kids, teens, and adults.
They've got the MMA groundwork already.
Do we
laid.
have
It's
anybody
easy
that
for
could
them.
compete?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about Dave?
Anybody. Dave's
No.
not going to. Dave.
We can't let
No,
Dave
we
keep
can't.
getting hit in the head.
Cannot get hit in the head.
We can't. let
One
him.
single more time.
He wouldn't pass a
way.
medical.
He couldn't.
He's got like one eye.
He couldn't pass a medical.
He'd probably still win.
I don't know.
Dave doesn't.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure he might would win against another old guy, but
yeah.
nobody
he
wants to
doesn't-
watch
nobody
that.
No.
Gotta watch him lose more
It's like
brain.
it's like watching BJ Penn and those last few fights of his,
Tony Ferguson.
or Chris Lieben.
Those were bad.
So bad.
Those are bad.
Yeah, those
Max
guys.
Holloway coming.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
No, Dawson could jump on that.
Yep.
Dawson's really the most consistent that we got. I'm sure James will try to jump on it.
Oh God, James, don't do it.
It's amateur?
Yeah, amateur.
Or they're having both.
Well, they're just saying kickboxing. They're not saying
Good.
and it's
They'll sign you up.
he framed it as few fights or no fights to gain experience is the way he frames it. I don't know how the ISKA does their stuff. Like,
As far as I can tell,
there's nothing
on the smokers. It's pretty fucking loose.
Yeah, so this is probably going to even be more loose, would be my guess.
I mean, I wouldn't say that it'd be more loose, but I think it definitely
More open, like
maybe
more
that's a better
open.
way to
Not
put it.
loose,
Yeah,
but open. No,
Open
it'll be
to
more strict.
people. Yeah.
But it will be more open. You'll
I think it'd be cool. There's a ton of
tougher
kickboxers.
competition.
And I think it's a whole market that hasn't been touched.
I think so too.
I think it's a huge market that nobody's really fucking with, and it makes sense that Oblas would jump on it. He's got all the groundwork and all the red tape from the MMA.
people. Yeah.
So he can roll it right out and then run it like a tournament. He kind of gets the best of both worlds.
Where's it going to be?
It is going to be Monday Night Garage,
Yeah.
Where is that?
Atlanta.
Dunwoody or some shit.
All right. Stretch.
Word. Like your hamstring?
Is it possible? Is this too big for CRJ to get involved?
No, so I actually had a conversation with Oblas.
You know the guy?
Yeah, we like Kyle just had this random text conversation.
So could
but
we get a booth?
I just had a conversation with Oblas.
Am I late to the party?
No, you're interrupting me, and I'm trying to tell you.
You're right on it. You're nail on the head, buddy.
So I did good?
Yeah, you did great. You did so awesome.
Tell him again.
Salute, buddy. Come here.
Tell him again.
Come here. Get up in it.
Yeah. Oblas about
So proud of you.
about CRJ doing live commentary for the NFC Jiu-Jitsu event.
That's a great idea, Mark.
So I had that conversation with him. He is he is concerned because the jiu-jitsu events don't sell as many tickets, but I do think there is something there that we could do to have a setup, maybe to do a live, co-panion or live podcast recording while that's doing and just publish it later.
I think if we could negotiate something for, I don't know, X amount of ticket sales, like if they reach a certain amount of ticket sales, so that would incentivize us to get them to sell more tickets.
If we could sell, and
so if
that's
they
what we
reach
kinda
X
talked
amount of
about.
ticket sales, can we go live with it if we reach whatever number?
Right.
So if we reach that number, can we go live? If we don't, then we'll just pre-record it and let it out later.
Or if we sell, like CRJ
Absolutely.
sells 50 tickets.
Right. That's what I mean.
And
Well,
like,
I mean, he'd have to bring it down if it was pre-sale. So if we pre-sold X amount of sales, can we go live?
Right.
And then, of course,
So how many tickets you think you could sell? At how much a piece?
50?
$50 for the jiu-jitsu ones. It just depends.
I wonder what the spectator is going to be for the kickboxing.
I don't know. It's $25 to compete. It probably $10 would be my guess. Or like they do the NFC Brew-Jitsu is like $15 in advance, $25 at the
I
door.
will order a Don King wig, and I will sell some tickets.
Yeah.
Do you paint your face black?
No. Please do not.
Let
do
him
not reverse.
answer.
No, I have to. At this point, I have to just say it
If
so we
it's
don't go
just
down the
part
rabbit
of
hole.
the,
No, is the answer.
what if it helps sell tickets?
He would sell some tickets.
Then do not wear it there.
Look, you could put a Don King wig on. No, I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not good.
Let's not go there.
Okay, but I think it's a great opportunity,
what?
and I think it's
Go ahead and say it.
it's an opportunity that we
dress
are
up like
ready
Mike Tyson?
for.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
We are ready for. I think we're ready for it. I think we could do
commentary?
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're ready for it. I think we could do it. I think it'd be fun. The only thing that I worry about is I don't know that I could coach or have any guys competing.
No.
While we're doing commentary.
No.
I just don't. It's
Dave
too
will probably
much.
coach.
If it's Thai,
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah,
Oh, you talking
for
about
that-
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah,
Either
for
or.
jiu-jitsu.
I thought we was talking about the kickboxing.
Even the
tournament.
the kickboxing, I think I could. I think we could. Dave
Yeah, I don't
and
know enough
Luis.
anyways.
Yeah, I think we
I just
could
do the
do
coach
it.
thing. Try harder.
Yeah, and I know enough to pick up on the little things. I mean, I boxed for years,
And I don't care
But-
enough about it to where I'd be emotionally involved. I could make fun of my own guys.
Absolutely for kickboxing, but jiu-jitsu definitely not.
Probably not.
I just the more I get into coaching, the older I get, the more involved I'm getting and emotionally involved in guys competing as well, and just and to be full transparency, the reason I'm competing in July is because I felt like that there needed to be somebody to help carry the flag for integrity. And you've done it a lot, Kyle, lately as a black belt. Austin did it at ADCC. Both of you guys went out and put it on the line. And I felt like that I hadn't. And I
Like
felt
a
like
loser?
that I hadn't brought enough.
You feel like a loser.
No, not exactly like a loser. By the way, Monday
That's for my
night,
episode.
Jeff,
Shut up,
Monday
okay?
night, I
God.
need some gi rounds, so come back in.
so
here.
All right,
pay
we
for that.
have been working. My hands hurt a
My
lot, and I need to.
From gi
I
work?
could have used you Thursday because I need to see some shit. I can't just keep having them hit it on me.
Yeah,
I gotta watch.
yeah.
Gotta watch.
So Monday night, Jeff.
Just a little takedown, a little foot
You need
sweep.
Sal.
It's okay. There is no Sal.
No,
There
Sal's
is no
gone.
Sal.
Did he move?
He never really existed.
No,
he was a
the-
figment of your
yeah.
imagination, and
What's,
we made
what's
him up.
those things called?
Bears.
Where, no.
bear.
What's those things called where
Werewolves.
they you think something existed and it didn't?
Like a split personality?
No. Like,
What is it?
Where you think something existed but it really didn't exist?
A father's love?
Jeez, Jeff.
Oh, that was good.
No.
Boy, you just mining for gold for an hour and a
No.
half just to make it
Just
all up
for
and
one.
fully redeem yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about, really.
There's a term for it. But anyways, yes, that was it. Sal
That's
never
Sal.
existed. You just came up with Sal one day, and we just agreed with you.
Well,
Okay.
his imagination was fun while
Turn
it
the
lasted.
sad music off. Jesus.
Can't help it.
But no, hey, that's what got me to do IBJJFs.
Yeah, so
because literally out of spite, because I got tired of watching our guys eat shit.
And that night, I was so pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
That night, I was pissed the rest of the night. I was in a bad mood the rest of the night, and I said to myself there, I said, I absolutely, I can't let us lose again without me being willing to go out and put it on the line for us as a gym.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. So
I love it.
And then it's just kismet that I won the free entry to Brujitsu.
I mean, it
so
was
I was going
like
to sign up
fate.
anyway. Yeah, I was going to sign up anyway. So there you go, Clay.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
So maybe I rigged it.
Maybe.
I rigged it just to try to, troll Nate Mann into signing up.
Oh,
Never
Nate.
Gonna, never gonna sign.
Never going to sign up. I
Well,
don't even
but
get
the
excited about it
commentary-
anymore.
So, if we were to able to do that, Jeff would just have to get good at interviewing people.
Mandela effect. Thank you, Stephanie. The Mandela effect.
My wife.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, she's so wonderful.
Yeah, I
That's
can
what it's
interview
called.
people. Get
Sal
What do
is
you mean
a
get
Mandela.
good at interviewing people?
Mandela
How you
effect.
doing, girl? What's going on? No, sorry.
At interviewing people.
You got to get Mo better.
Yeah, dude, I can lay it down.
Okay, but you're talking about kickboxing and jiu-jitsu.
I promise
You steer out of it every
Jeff,
conversation.
you played chess the last time we talked about jiu-jitsu because you said it was boring talking about it.
You said you didn't know nothing.
I don't know
us giving
nothing.
you a blue belt didn't make a fuck.
No. What were you picking your phone
Now you
down
gotta go
for?
right back
Put
to
your
your
phone down.
Put the camera on his
Put the
phone real quick.
Yeah, I'm
Show
gonna,
him
I'm
on
gonna
his
zoom
phone.
in on it.
You can't see
I
it.
got the camera over your head. I'm zooming in on it right now. Yeah, there.
Okay, well, all right, well then, all right, well, we'll trial run it. We need a trial run
Yeah.
because I can commentate, and I could interview.
We have experience commentating.
Yeah. It'd be fun.
Okay,
We could make it happen.
a little non-committal.
No, I'm there,
Yeah.
man.
Okay,
No, you'll probably have something.
No,
on.
I think
You think
my
you're busy?
limited knowledge would make it even more exciting. Because
That's what we think about every time we talk about jiu-jitsu, and then we try to pull you into it because
Well,
you can ask those questions.
but-
That you go.
But sometimes you guys get in two-way conversations, and it is literally nobody else can get in that conversation. It's shit that only y'all know. And so I do sit over here just kind of like, all right, y'all have at it.
Sometimes. But you just pay attention long enough to wait for one, and then
and I'm fine with that. I get it. I'm just saying.
I mean, we'll lob you one up every now and then.
But if I am interviewing people, I could make shit up. I'm like, hey, how was that kick to the shin? I don't know. I'll make something up.
Okay. I believe in you that you can wing it. So.
Oh, I can wing it.
This is how long can you wing it? You got to be learning on the job too.
Wolf Mountain Guide, baby.
Yeah.
I can wing it.
Okay. Little side quest. I never understood why nobody ever did a tournament style for MMA.
Like the Pride.
No.
Oh, like
not like a bracket, like a straight up like a tournament.
Okay.
And charge for entry and all that kind of stuff. The same way with this here. Kickboxing,
like the ISK. I don't know. Maybe it might
like
be
a Naga for MMA.
Yeah, that would be cool,
right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a cage and wall work and all this, but whatever. Okay,
maybe not.
You'd have striking. You'd have grappling.
Wherever they're doing the kickboxing, they're running 2 rings. They're doing it in rings.
Oh, there you go.
They're going to run 2 side by side rings.
I mean, Sambo's been doing it forever. Like it's basically what Sambo is.
Yeah.
Combat Sambo.
Sambo.
Yeah. And they do CJJ. That's what they need to put.
Can
on
they
a
do
couple
that
CJJ.
in Georgia? Have they outlawed combat jiu-jitsu in Georgia? I need to ask Clay.
Clay would know that answer.
Clay would know the answer to that.
Does he still have his trailer thing?
The snowballs?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Lobster, snowball, whatever.
Ices, something like that.
Icy balls. Yeah,
I think they're icy balls.
What a great name.
Snow cones.
I like that.
Snow cones.
Icy balls.
Lobsters, icy balls.
Would you like an icy ball?
Yeah, I would. I'll have 2, please. 2, please.
2, please. Blue.
This is
blue flavor.
This is our special bear edition.
Oh God,
bear edition icy balls.
He is all about some bear.
Call him the polar bear.
Why do I feel like you're gonna go?
Have you? Okay, you've lost weight.
Bear.
He's thick right now.
Are you thick?
He is very.
You've been
thick.
working out.
I've been trying to get it back off.
I'm
getting it off, but I'm just getting swole.
I know.
I don't think you look
getting swole.
I don't think you look like
Hefty.
fat.
I didn't say fat.
You just said thick.
Thick.
I know.
Like good thick.
Thick.
I'm reaching that age where I just I'm doing a lot, and my cardio feels good. Lots of things feel good.
No, yeah.
But I put on like 4 more pounds, dude. I'm like trying to lose. I'm in a deficit.
I've lost
days.
like 12, 15.
He is.
I found him. I found him, and
Jeff.
I put them all in my shoulders.
I've been doing training with him past week. He's thick.
I don't know. It's because I started playing.
Like you're way more hard to move. Like you're more.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the mountain lately. I ain't flowing.
You're not.
Shit.
You're not tippy toe.
I'm gonna be hard to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be like a rock.
You look so light. You look so light.
Like a grizzly bear.
You look
You are
so
very
light.
God. Please come Monday. Will you come Monday for me?
I'll come Monday.
Just want to throw you by your collar. Yeah.
I really can because I don't have the kids this week, so I should be able, as long as I don't get blown out of the water at work, I should be able to come.
I'm going to stop
do you get
in
off
your
work?
office on my way back from Brazelton.
There's no
I
I leave when I get done. I mean, it's
in your office and pick you up on the way back from Brazelton.
and listen, my thing about work, that's no joke. Like it's been crazy. So
Can we
that's not
come
an
in
excuse.
and answer calls to get you caught up?
Hey, you could, but I mean,
Because if I'm that way, I could just stop by.
Just get
answer for you.
frustrated.
Yes, they'll get back to you in 2 days. Yes, they'll get back to you in 2 days.
Oh yeah, they
Yes,
don't
they'll get back to
take
you in
that.
2
Ask
days.
Oblas.
Well, you just hang up.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I had a lady
true.
the other day. She called me because I can see when they call and it shows her name. And if I'm on the phone, I just hit reject. I'm like I can't answer it, so I just hit it reject. And I think, all right, leave a message, whatever. And usually they'll just call right back. People do. They just call right back because they don't realize. I guess they think it's a call center. They don't realize that I'm sitting there watching their call come in.
Yeah.
This lady called 8 times in a row, back to back to back to back to. I mean, like ring, 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 ring. I'm like I'm losing my mind.
Jesus.
And
Yeah, I definitely couldn't deal with that.
by the 8th call, I'd gotten off the phone and I answered, and I was like, and that said my company name. Hello, can I help? I said yes. And she was like, she starts like nothing. She's like, oh hey, just had I said, and I had to call her out. I couldn't help it. I said,
Yeah.
ma'am, I said, I see that you just called 8 times in a row.
Are you okay?
Yeah. And she said, she didn't know I could see that. She was like, oh, she was embarrassed. She was like, oh, well, I didn't know that.
Anyone was there. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
I
she's
said,
probably thinking it's 1996.
And
you
I
could just
said,
call back to back to get through.
I said, ma'am, I was like, I'm by
radio
myself.
station
I said,
contest.
I'm by myself. I said, I'm doing the best I can. I said, I will get to you as fast as I can. You know, she wanted to know.
Told her you were by yourself.
Well, I told her that we were shorthanded, you know.
She
And,
said, are you? What are you
She
wearing?
said,
Khakis.
What do you got on?
she said, no, I just wanted to know that if I'm involved in an accident, do I need to have a police report to file a claim?
Yes, ma'am.
I said, were you involved in an accident? She's like, no, I'm just saying, like, I said, that's what you blew me up for? 8 calls in a row?
Something that you could Google.
For a Google
Yeah.
question.
I'm like,
You should have told her, like,
I literally
just
said to her,
Googled it.
I said, I literally thought like your house had burned down. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I'm sorry. I was like, Jesus, lady. I mean, that's the way people are, man.
Do you get a lot of those questions, Jeff, that where people could just Google them?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Generic.
Are those questions mainly from people older than you?
You'd be surprised. I think
Really?
a lot of people feel comfortable because they want to hear it from your voice. Like they want to hear you say,
Yeah.
I mean,
A thing.
And there are some older people that, especially some of your older generation, like if you tell them, like one of my secretaries could tell them the right answer. Mm-hmm. No, I want to hear Jeff. I want to talk to Jeff. I want Jeff to tell me that. And I'm like, really? I'm like, dude, like that was the right answer. You know, what they told you was right. And why? Because I told them to tell you.
Yeah.
Nope. They want to hear it from. They want to hear me say it, and it's just like I get it, but it's just like, golly, dude. I mean,
Yeah, that's I guess the part in that business where it's too, well, not too, I won't say too personal, but that's just where you're like really connected to some of the clients.
It is. And I mean, and part of that's a double-edged sword. Part of that is good, you know, because you do have that trust, you know, with the customer. Appreciate that. I love the longevity and
you
the
get
loyalty.
loyalty out of
I love it. I do. And that is what pays the bills. And I never lose sight of that. And I try to just keep that in mind. And, you know, my theory is you could be blowing somebody else's phone up. You know, you could be calling somewhere else.
Sure.
You could be
Somebody else could be answering.
That's right. You could be taking your business somewhere else. And so I don't complain about it, but it is frustrating sometimes when people don't, you know, most people are cool. Like when you tell them, hey, I am very shorthanded. I normally have a full staff and we're doing the best we can. Most people are like, hey man, I get it. Call me back when you can.
I was going to say, I would imagine the majority of them are.
The majority are. You
aren't
will
like emergencies. They're more or less general questions.
Yeah.
Like you're not putting out fires left and right.
You will get a few though that couldn't care less what, you know, that you're shorthanded. They don't care.
Oh yeah, you're there to serve them.
They operate in their world.
Yeah,
it's everything is their thing. They don't care. You know.
See what I do? Well, you know, I'm not in the insurance game, but I definitely enjoy telling those people to fuck off.
Yeah, well, I get it.
And they're like, "Can you not come by my house?" I'm like, "Where do you?" And they'll be 30 minutes off the route, and I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you can come find me up and down the interstate, buddy. Like, do something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding, show car. I drive out there and I sell them. I upsell them.
Yeah.
And I get a return customer every time.
Amen.
So I had brought up an idea to you, Kyle, a while back ago. Something that I wanted to do for integrity. About that,
I wanted to do some wild shit. Before, buddy.
I know. That I thought would be fun, and it involves the podcast too, Jeff, to reel you in.
Jeff, you're part of this.
You're a part of this as well. Should you choose to be here?
This is your mission. Should you choose to accept
it?
Got it.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Just like I won't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Bring it on.
It's too much.
It's okay. Bring it on. I know what you were going to say. But go ahead.
What?
Nothing. I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
He knows. You don't even have to say it. He already knows.
I know he does.
Yeah.
Because he's really good at it.
Yeah,
He's
like my
good at it.
marriage. Go ahead.
No, actually not.
Oh.
I was. Wow.
All right, even I didn't think that's where he was going with that.
there. Good
Like,
Lord,
Jesus.
Jeff.
Like my jujitsu?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going. God. God.
One of the two.
Go to your
One of the two.
Are we?
One of the two biggest things in my life in the last 5 years. I get it. It's fine.
Jiu-jitsu. I was making a
All right, to be fair,
ghosting
you were
blue
married
belt.
for a lot longer than that.
I was making a ghosting
No,
blue
I know.
belt
I'm just saying.
I'm not.
All right. Seriously,
And
tell us.
your jiu-jitsu's still safe.
So what is your...
You haven't been doing jiu-jitsu for 5 years.
No.
it's true.
I know your
So-
track record.
Is doing a integrity banquet, an actual banquet dinner that we do.
About this.
A formal, like we rent somewhere out and
Like dress up.
yeah, dress nice. Probably do it around Christmas time, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and make it an end of the year thing.
Yeah.
And we could live podcast it if we wanted to. We could roast people. We could do promotions there.
If we could do like a...
formal promotions.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fun.
Okay, so that I think that would be a great idea. All right, and I would really like to. So, like Kevin, I know you listen. Steph, I know you listen. And I know a lot. We have a lot of people from Integrity that listen. Let us know what you think. You know, Lacey, you listen. You know, you guys that listen to the podcast. You know, as you're coming in and out this week, let us know what you think about doing a integrity banquet, an annual integrity banquet. You know, I even brought up, you know, like certificates for belt promotions, you know, that you give people, whoever has been promoted that year, you give them a nice certificate. You know,
Get these fucks a certificate too.
I'll cover certificates. Yeah. Well, yeah, I got you. Yeah. You're doing a lot, buddy.
Nah.
But
Certificates.
that led me to think about something else that I would like to do, like your guys' feedback on it.
Said no go on the banquet. She knows how much work's gonna get stuck on her.
No, we can do it. No, she doesn't need to do it. She doesn't need
Plead
to
your
do it.
case.
Yeah, Steph, you don't
Sell her
I
on it,
don't.
buddy.
I don't.
She
want
already
it to
knows.
be-
Like that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, she's gonna hate it because I'm gonna put a bunch of work on her.
No. I think we're grown ups and we can handle organizing a banquet.
We're big boys.
We are. We can handle it. And if not, we'll make someone else do it, and it won't be her. Okay.
Yeah.
It will. I want Steph. Steph works in here all week long at this desk.
Yep.
She does so much behind the scenes that no one will ever know other than Kyle, and she would deserve to be off for the banquet and just be able to come and enjoy it. And that's really what I would want everybody to do. That's why we would try our best to make it as, you know.
Well, didn't you suggest that doing it at like either a venue or
Yes.
something like a
Not
city
at someone's
tavern
house.
or something like that?
I don't want to do it at her house.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't,
that's probably what she's
I don't
thinking,
want to do it
like
in
doing
like
it
a
at the homes.
backyard.
Nope.
I want to do it like in, you know,
don't knock it yet, baby. Don't knock it.
American Pie has that room, right? That big banquet room there where they've got all those tables. You can go in there and you can rent that. I would like to do it like somewhere in there, somewhere we could get everybody together outside of the gym, not in somebody's house, to make it feel a little special. And I think it would be a lot of fun. Right?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Jeff?
Agree. Yeah.
Okay. Did not say my son-in-law said that. Stephanie's son-in-law said that. What did Kevin said a ball. What's Kevin talking about? What did we
Ball.
miss?
He's saying like have a ball.
A ball. Yes.
Ball.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu ball.
Yeah. Okay, I swear
Like an 8-ball.
So I said, I swear I didn't say anything, you goofs. So that's where we're getting it. We're getting
Apparently
abused
that was
in the
my
chat
son-in-law.
now.
Okay, I misinterpreted.
Oh,
Sorry.
Walk that
But all
back.
those things are still true. We still don't want you to have to do
No,
nothing.
absolutely. I believe that 100%. Everything I said, I meant from my heart, Stephanie, about you. But I wanted to bring up something else, and this, I can end with this. We can put this out there.
Did we talk about the Civil War on this podcast? Or
I
the
think
last
so.
one? Okay.
I think this one.
All right. I'm trying to gauge my tap out.
Yeah, this one. I think it would be really cool. Integrity has been around for how many years total?
We are coming up on our 10th year this year.
Okay, we're coming up on our 10th year this year. Perfect timing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
10th year.
Yeah, plan on doing something.
Okay, I think Integrity, maybe this year or sometime in the future, I think it would be really cool to have an Integrity Hall of Fame. Now, I don't know exactly how we would nominate, but it would have to be
What categories?
it could be anything. Like Baseball Hall of Fame has, and Football Hall of Fame, they have wings for coaches, they have wings for players.
Ookie.
No, I'm
Worst
thinking more
Ookie.
formal, like an actual something that would mean something, not goofy.
What about I thought you were roasting people.
No, we can do that in addition to, but I think Hall of Fame, like picture on the wall, Hall of Fame for integrity.
Just gonna be all black belts.
I think there's part of that, but I think as we move on, I think Stephanie could be in the Integrity Hall of Fame. Just throwing a name out there. Probably not this year because I think that you do have to set some parameters, but I think Stephanie is somebody that could absolutely be in the Integrity Hall of Fame. She's not a black belt. She doesn't even regularly train, but she's integral to the to the promotion and to the moving forward of integrity as a gym and as an entity.
Yeah. Yeah, I like a Hall of Fame. That'd be cool.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
And something that you lock in forever, that it means something. And, just like football does, you have to, like for NFL Hall of Fame, I think you have to be out of the league for 5 years or something like that. Baseball is similar, and baseball is even more strict because you have to have like 90% of the votes from the baseball writers, 90% approval, and they can only vote for 3 people. A year or something like that, some weird. So it makes it really hard,
right,
to get in the Hall of Fame, especially first ballot. So I think we could put some thought into it, and what would make a Hall of Fame and what could be. Obviously you could do some black belts. I think would deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I think our founder would probably deserve to be in the Integrity Hall of Fame.
For sure. I think he probably started
probably
there.
be the first inductee into the Integrity Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I think it would be something as a gym, as we move forward out of our infancy into, something long standing and something that hopefully will be here long after what any of us are, that would last and would matter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good take. I think that's a great idea. I actually just had this conversation on Tanner's podcast last night. Not about a Hall of Fame or anything, but kind of like our identity. And he had asked about like franchising, if that was something I ever thought about, like where I saw the gym going and all this and that. And I was more of, my head's more on like solidifying HQ as what it needs to be. And one of the things we identify. As far as we go, like what's part of our identity as a gym, as an academy, is that we've all been together forever. And there's a lot of them that can't say that. There's some that can, but the vast majority of them can't say that they've had the same guys together. And, we all still roll together, and we don't have all these falling outs. We've had the same instructors for 10 years.
Yep.
And there's been 3 kids instructors in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, name me another gym within 25 miles that can say that.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll piggyback off of your first thing, and this will serve as my tap out because I do need to go. But I'll say on the banquet, I think you make it a ticket thing. $50 a ticket, $100 a ticket. Make it put a little beef behind it.
Yeah,
and then that helps cover. Because that's the first thing everybody's going to say. Well, who's going to pay for this? Obviously, so we don't expect Integrity to foot the bill on this. But I think if you have, I think you got to have a sign up. You got to have. It's got to be several months in advance.
Yep.
You prepay, and then you order. You
cater it in.
Or you
have an order, whatever it is,
wherever you go, wherever it is. If it's Atlanta, wherever, but you set that up and you buy it in advance. Figure out what the cost is going to be, and then that the total cost of that banquet is going to determine the average cost of tickets, depending on how many people show up. And you have to just gauge that. If you have overage, then it just goes to the club.
Yep, absolutely.
That's my tap out. Love y'all.
Yeah,
boom. I love that. That's a great idea. I love having great people around me. That's good. I love that. I love both of y'all's.
And I think that for us, I think that it brings us back a little bit more in line to who we are as an academy, who we are as a group of people, what we're trying to build, and our identity, our true identity. Because we all have this persona of who we are in competition, out of competition, on the mat, off the mat. But our true identity is we really are about community and family. and our gym family. We don't. That's not just something we say. We really mean it. So
Absolutely.
I think this would help build all of that.
Absolutely, 100%. I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah,
I
it'd be fun.
do.
It'd be fun too.
Yeah. It would be a blast.
Yeah.
Like I'd love,
Oh, yeah, it'd be a good time.
all the wives and girlfriends and husbands, dressing up, dresses and suits and just whatever just making it a nice
And seeing everybody in a different setting, dressed up. It'd
different
be kinda
setting.
cool.
Yeah, instead of sweating all over each other for once.
That's exactly right.
That's cool. Yeah.
And do like someone's going to do, like Dylan would probably be the one to wear a gi top as his suit jacket or
Maybe.
something like
But
that.
pull up in a Porsche.
Right.
He has one. So just a wrist full of watches.
Right. Yeah.
Or drive his big truck to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Park it in valet.
Yeah. Just still mud.
Smoking people out.
All of it.
Mud dripping off of
Like
it.
fresh off the farm.
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Cool.
I think it'd be a lot of fun because all those, like any company banquet, anything like that, those are always fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a different environment. So, okay. Steph says it all sounds like a great idea. So,
Atta girl.
thank you, Steph. All right.
Love you
for watching,
guys.
baby.
We love you guys.
Have a
Thank you
good
very
week.
much. We'll see y'all. Have a good week, rest of your week, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace. All right.